I get stopped at least 4 times a day saying, "Oh, what's going on? It's looking really nice. I really like the extensions you've done."
Do they like the extension, or do they like the worker doing the extension?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of the ladies that ask the question. In fact, there's a lot of guys too. So when you know, you know.
Yeah.
You were the same, Anna, weren't you? When you met me, you were like, yes. Hi, I'm Ed.
And I'm Anna. We run a wedding business from Ed's family's 15th century chateau near Bordeaux.
On this channel, you'll get to see what our life is like while discovering Bordeaux, surrounding area, and what the wine world has to offer.
Morning, Ed.
Hi guys, so this vlog we thought we'd go right back to the start because we do read all the comments. Unfortunately we've run out of time to keep replying to every single comment that's on the vlogs, but we do read them all and we take everything on board. A few people have said, "Oh, what is this place? Why, what they're doing here?" So basically I wanted to go right back to the start of our story at Villeneuve and start at the start so that everybody's up to date. So how we came to buy this place. Basically myself and Anna wanted something to buy for ourselves that maybe we'd rent out and then maybe go live in town at some point in the future. And Anna really wanted somewhere in the centre of Bordeaux, didn't you?
I did want somewhere in the centre.
What happened was I was searching every day, and this is the only way we could find anything, was to search every single day and basically keep looking. Everything fresh on the market. Every lunchtime I'd be refreshing pages and checking everything. One day I just literally put up so many meters squared, this is the budget, and then I started on that, searching on that, and all of a sudden this popped up. I was like, oh god, another one that's put chateau that's miles away from Bordeaux. They put it in Bordeaux, and anyway I thought, well, it's really good looking, so let's read the description. And when I read the description, it was quite clear that it was actually within the cube, which is like greater Bordeaux, not that it's a huge area. And so I was like, well, this isn't centre, but I have to go see this and I have to take Anna. What did you think when you saw it, Anna?
So the first time you showed it to me, I was like, oh my goodness, I love the facade. The front of the building looks amazing. I said, well, let's go and have a look at it.
Yeah.
And you'd already arranged the visit without me saying anything.
Well, yeah. I was like, I knew you'd like the look of it, and there were downsides to it.
Of course.
There always are. You never find the perfect property. The big downside probably for you was the fact that it wasn't Bordeaux centre, but could
Correct.
you imagine this in, for example, Jardin Public or somewhere like that?
Yes.
It would just be out of price range, wouldn't it?
It would.
So that was the big problem. And then when we actually came, well, before we even came, the second photo you saw was
I think at the entrance.
the staircase in the
Yes,
entrance.
the entrance staircase.
I've got those on my computer and they'll be coming up on screen anytime now. So yeah, we looked at those photos and just literally I fell in love with it straight away without even seeing it. Did you?
Yes, that is true. And then we came to visit, and the first thing we loved was the lady that used to live here. That was her family home. She was really nice and sweet. And she just pretty much said hello to us. She was very quiet, but you could tell she was a nice person.
Yeah.
So it's nice to buy something of someone that you actually feel they're good people, and that's what we felt.
The poor old lady was living in like 2 rooms, wasn't she? The kitchen was like a camping kitchen. And
she was, but she didn't.
she was happy. That
Yes.
was the main thing, and she
Yes.
lived there the whole life. The family had been
She
here
did.
for a couple of generations at least.
Yes, because I think they were part of the ones that renovated it at some point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the letters up there are from their family, the initials. A bit like ours up here. We renovated this. We're going to come back onto this, but we renovated this and put our initials here. It's from 2019, and you may see Edward, Anna, Charles, Holmes. Where's Emma? Well, Emma was in Anna's tummy, so soon I'm going to have to get somebody in to make a little star for Emma on that, aren't I?
Yes, but that's why Emma is called Emma, because I was thinking of letters and it had to be one of our letters that we had there. So yeah.
Sneaky McSneakerson. So we bought this place about 5 years ago, isn't that right, Anna?
Yes, that is correct, because Charles was just over 1 then.
Yeah. We just had to do it little bit by little bit because we've had so much on with weddings, renovating at the chateau, little Emma coming along too. Life took over really, didn't it?
It did. So we could only do bit by bit, and when we didn't have anything else on, so it wasn't the easiest. That's why it's taken us so long to do the work.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter, did it? Because we were just saying, oh, we'll just go at our own pace and we'll just keep paying the mortgage and go at our own pace. But things have changed now, haven't they, because of COVID?
Yes, so we're having to change our plans.
Yeah, we were looking to maybe rent it out for a few years and then come and live here, weren't we?
Yes, this was our forever home. Yes, yeah. This was going to be our forever home. But sometimes things change and there's nothing we can do, so we just need to continue. Kids
are the priority before everything else. Then it's the chateau, then it's here, and we just need to have that peace of mind, really. Last thing we want to do is to be stressed because of money and maybe upset the kids or something, isn't it? So that's why we decided to, we said we might have to finish it and sell.
The reason why we want to finish the work is
I couldn't deal with just selling a place half done. I want to see it through, and I want to, as hard as it's going to be to see it through, I want to see it through and finish it off.
Things haven't been easy. It has been very hard.
Yeah, we are under a little bit of financial pressure, really, and thankfully we've had some patrons that have kind of eased that a little bit for us. That's why we're looking really to sell this place, because financially it's too much of a burden. So we arrive on the day of the visit, don't we? And it was literally 40 degrees. Yeah?
It was so hot, yes.
The poor immobilier agent had been here a while, I think, waiting like 5 minutes, and he was like sweating pieces, wasn't he?
He was, but he was also wearing a suit.
Yeah, of course, very well presented agent. And we looked around it, we knew straight away, we looked at each other, didn't we? As we walked through the front door, we looked at each other and we knew. So when we walked in, we knew that we wanted to buy it. Had a great feeling when we walked in, didn't it, Anna? It was very homely, even though it needed renovating 100%.
It did, because it was in a bad state, but we knew what we were getting into.
Yeah. I mean, there were drawbacks. You only have like the front side. There's no land all around it, but on a house like this, it's all about the presentation at the front anyway, and you don't really need the back. And then of course there's a neighbour, and we could have bought the neighbour's house, but it was just not in our budget, and it was overpriced for what it was. So we've planted a hedge, and then we're going to build a wall as well. So
it's just right here. So the hedge was taller. The neighbour did cut it quite short, but now we're gonna all those stones there. We're gonna just do a wall.
So it's going to be private. So, and also the end of our building there is going to be kind of like a utility room and pool pump room anyway. So it's not like they're the only problems that we could see with the property, and if they're the only problems, we were like, yeah, got to go for it. So we organised the sale, and
straight away, pretty much. Yeah. I think on the day.
Yeah, we said that's it. We're having it, and of course that scared the agent a bit, I think. But we were just like, well, you know what.
When you know.
Yeah, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
You were the same, Anna, weren't you? When you met me, you were like, yes.
I made you wait, don't you dare.
Well.
But yes, you knew straight away.
Yeah. So yeah, we had to put in for planning for doing extensions. It was really important for me that I built out of stone for the extensions. I felt like it needed just a little bit more room. I know it sounds really strange, but it needed just a little bit more room downstairs. There were nice formal rooms, but there was no kind of living as a family room, so that's why I wanted to build an extension. And then on the other side we needed a garage, so when we talked to Bâtiment de France, they actually imposed that we had 2 wings exactly the same, and then it steps back a little bit for the rubble pointed stone. So let's go have a look at what we've been doing since then. So this is the extension I built on this side, which is a garage and a little apartment. All of this has been extended. The only thing I don't really do is the roofs, just because we've re-roofed the whole property, but it's not something I want to do. You get a 20-year guarantee with a French roofer anyway, so it's much better to use a French roofer. So yeah, we've extended this side. We've now got this wall nice and clean, and we're ready to tidy that up even more. We're just going to put some of that lovely joint that we put around the stones, we're going to put here. But let's go out front, see what it looks like from the front of the road. So this is all extension here. It was really important for Bâtiment de France that we did this in the rubble pointed and stone, because we're opposite a Patrimoine de France. It's a church in this case, often the case in villages. So all this, we built all this up, and then here I needed a new water connection, because instead of being 1 bedroom, we've now got 5 bathrooms, sorry, not bedroom. And this has been like this for about 3 months, because when the water guys were connecting us up, the telephone box collapsed underneath them, and they have to get permission from the telephone guys to continue their work. But that's all there, and in I think about a couple of weeks' time, this is all going to be cleared up. So this wall here was the existing wall that was built by the older owner. We're going to clean this up, and so in a little while we're going to do a vlog on how I'm going to clean this up. So I'm not going to ruin that vlog for us, we're going to just show you when we do it. We've also got the pillars to renovate too, because somebody's put a lot of cement on them, as they used to back in the day. But yeah, and then of course the gates will be automised as well.
Ed's work on the extension has been spectacular, and I was impressed because I wasn't expecting him to do such good job. I mean, cut stone, beautifully aligned, symmetry, I mean, it's perfect.
Do you think the extensions were necessary?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure whether the extensions were number one things, but they have changed the place. They have made it grander, it looks more spectacular. So although I wasn't sure at the start, Ed was definitely right, the extensions make the place.
Is it nice to have put your print on the building?
I love the fact that you decided to put our print on the building. So in a way, a part of us and all the work that we did here will always be here.
Yeah, it's important, I think, to do things like that.
It is.
When you're doing such a huge renovation.
Yes.
When we actually bought the place, we didn't realise how important a building it was to the local town. It slowly became apparent that it was a really important building, because the mairie was actually a smaller copy of the front of our house, and the local community absolutely loved the house. Every time I'm working outside, I get stopped at least 4 times a day saying, "Oh, what's going on? It's looking really nice. I really like the extensions you've done."
Do they like the extension, or do they like the worker doing the extension?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of ladies that ask the question. In fact, there's a lot of guys too. So yeah,
wow.
Maybe they do. But no, joking aside, no. Everybody really, loves what we're doing here. Already, they can see how amazing it's going to be. Let's go in for a tour for those people that haven't seen Stephanie's tour. Literally just going to say things here, things there, and off we go. And if you want to see other more in depth on each room, well, you have to look at the vlog and have to watch every single one of our vlogs just to get that little capture of each room. Go on, let's go on. So this is the hall where we fell in love with the place, of course the outside too. It's an exceptional floor, and it's all mosaic with a little motif under this table. But on this side we have where it's going to be the salon, and then the extension. The extension is where we keep going for our pieces of furniture. That is finished, but until it's actually emptied we can't really show it properly. This side is full of stuff here, so we're not going to go in there either. That's the dining room, followed through to the kitchen. We have a little future cinema room in there. There's a little room at the back there, not really that useful. What did Stephanie say she wanted to use it for?
Was it confession room?
Confession room, something like that. Michael Petherick personal confession room. Could be there a while.
This is what the entrance hall that you just saw before looked like pretty much 5 months ago. So all the walls have been redone, all the painting. I mean, we had full scaffolding there. It has been non-stop, but look at it now. I mean, so much has changed.
And then as we go upstairs, like I said, I don't want to bore people, so there's 2 bedrooms on this side. Billy and Ryan helped us finish off one, so you can spot that vlog on our vlogs.
Ed did ask, so I suggested to use this, and he also asked if I'd come down and help him. And of course I would say yes. Come and show Ed how to do the floors. I'm sure he knows already how to do them, but just, you know, many hands make light work.
They do.
Yeah.
Especially when the hands know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, I've done loads of floors before, so.
Look at that, Ryan. The boys did it. They will be white, and there was light.
It's lovely.
I mean,
You're looking at my backside, aren't you? He's looking at my backside.
your best side, Ryan.
It's your best side, mate.
Why are you grinning?
Come on, let's have another look.
You make me sick sometimes, Billy, you know that. Look at that beautiful chandelier, and you're busy looking at my backside. How dare you? It's an insult to the chandelier.
And then the other one was where I was humming and hawing, and we've still not done anything about that bed, whether we put the bed in, so that's the other vlog. We're going to come on to this room in a bit. So yeah, anything we've not shown renovated, we will show as we renovate it. But yeah, that's where we're up to. So that's it for the recap, and you should be all ready to watch our daily vlog next week.
See you all there, guys.
See you later.